Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Prospects Central 101. My name is Chris, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through a look at K'Lavon Chaisson, who is one of my personal favorite prospects in the entire draft class. I've been watching a lot of LSU football so far this season. They've been playing a lot of great teams in the SEC, and because of that, they've been nationally televised, they've been getting a lot of attention, and Chaisson has definitely been one of their standout defenders so far. A lot of hype for a lot of guys on that defense. There's a lot of great pro prospects. Jacob Phillips is another one. Obviously, Grant Delpit is a big one. Christian Fulton might be one of the top corners in this year's class. Rashard Lawrence. There's a ton of guys on that defense, but one of the guys who's really stood out to me so far is Chaisson. So he is a third-year sophomore out of LSU. He had a medical redshirt last season in the 2018 season because of, I think it was a torn ACL. And obviously, as I just mentioned, LSU. He is listed unofficially at 6'3", 238. That seems a little low for me compared to where I've seen him at otherwise. I've seen him as big as 6'5", 250 to 55. So he's definitely Joker size, and worst case scenario, he can put on a couple pounds, I think, without losing any sort of burst or athleticism or anything like that. So, size for 3-4 outside linebacker is basically right where you want it to be. And he's only 20 years old as well, still very young as of the making of this video, which is November. So 3 months in, he'll be basically turning 21 at the start of next NFL season. So definitely a lot of room for improvement and growth still, even from where we're about to see him at today. So this should be very exciting. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. But today we are only going to go through 2 of these games, just Texas and Auburn. I also watched at least one more, probably 2 more on my own. But for today we're just going to go through Texas and Auburn. So, shout out to Mark Jarvis as well for the database. Really appreciate him and all the work that he does for the draft community as well. Oh my gosh, this is super long. Okay. Interesting. I forgot how long this was. I watched the live game, so. Interesting. And you'll often see him lined up and stand up at the end of the line. He is number 18, just in case he's not. And one thing that I love right off the bat is he has a really nice first step. Boom, he just gets off right at the point, right at the line of scrimmage. Once again, the top of the line this time. Nice continue, and then I like how he works inside. Whoops, I meant to push pause. I like how he gets this inside track here on Cosme, who is also a fairly respectable draft prospect this year as well. Nice recovery by Cosme there. I like this contain. Just does a really nice job of being disciplined in his assignment here. Reading this run. Bottom of the screen. So he does line up on both left tackle and right tackle. He has versatility from that standpoint. And again, just love that first step and quickness. He's a really nice. And he's a long strider too. He does a really nice job of covering a lot of grounding as efficiently as possible. And this is probably really referring to see it. He's covering probably a good 2 yards with each step. He does a really great job of getting upfield efficiently and smoothly at the same time. Back to the left tackle side. Now, one thing that really stands out about K'Lavon to me is his moveset. And I talked about this a little bit in the Chaisson video. For those of you guys who didn't see that, go ahead and check that out. But one thing that I wanted to see undevelop a little bit more was his moves. And K'Lavon is already there, which is really, really nice. And you're going to see that here. In fact, I'm actually going to... And then... There we go. So... Cool. Alright, now watch K'Lavon here. It's going to be at the top of the screen. Bam! Does a really nice job of setting up the spin, right? He pushes Cosme outside and then just reverses with the counter back in. And it almost worked. It almost gave him a free shot if the defensive tackle wasn't getting upfield pressure. But what I love about this play is he is so quick with his moveset. And I have it in half motion. I just turned it down to 0.5. And he is still getting that done very quickly. He's really attacking that left tackle Cosme in this particular instance very, very quickly off the snap. He does a great job of setting it up with the redirect, and it ends up almost working as well. And you'll see that a lot. He does a great job of varying his moveset. He has a lot of tools in the shed, and that's one of the things that really attracted me to him over the last few weeks. Same thing. He's being active too. Like, even though he's being, I guess, blocked, Cosme's doing a really nice job in this particular set of restricting Chaisson. He's still being active, right? And you still see the motor fighting through the entire course of the play, which is really, really nice to see. Oof. Great discipline. Unfortunately, led to the quarterback pass, but I really like how his eyes are following the ball here. And again, you just get to see this nice, quick first step right off the ball. Boom! Look at the get off. Very, very quick. Elite first step, and he's already covered quite a few yards of ground. Nice little bull rush there. Nice motor to come back and getting on the tackle. Very active. Nice aggressiveness. And he does a really nice job of recognizing these blocks, right? So he gets off the first one, and then he's keeping his eye in the backfield to know that Ellinger is escaping pocket. He's a very aware defender. Good football IQ, especially for someone that young. I like how, unfortunately, it wasn't very well executed, so that's kind of an issue. Not really, but kind of something you might want to work on with him is the ship move. But I like the idea there. Now, shed, nice inside shed here. Actually, I'm going to go back to full screen. This is kind of annoying me. But yeah, just does a great job here of getting back inside on the shed. Again, with the nice quick spin, and you get to see it really nice and full time too. The one thing I will say is I would like to see him go outside. This isn't straight up. We've seen him go inside on that move, or at the very least, probably get a little bit deeper. Because at this point in the play, it's still a little early because that defensive tackle is right there. So at this point, he's kind of rotating into the guard. But I do like the quickness and the way that he's able to set himself up for that type of move. Now there would be, okay, well he ends up doing a nice job with the bull here. But that would be a pretty nice time if Ellinger decides to step up to then counter back inside with the spin. Still though, the bull was very, very well executed here. And he catches Cosme off balance. Cosme comes in a little bit wide. And Chaisson takes really nice advantage of that with just a nice hand to the shoulder pad. Very Trey Flowers-esque. I like his initial, ooh, that was nice hit. I like that initial first punch too. Nice, you see rip move here. Tries to get underneath. So we're seeing all these different moves. Almost got a swim move over the top that time. So, and that's 3 straight plays, we're seeing a different move, right? So it's about the variance of moves, the quickness with which you are able to use those moves. And in this play we see bend. So his ability to wing in so many different ways is what really impresses me. And like, you see him just beat Cosme around the top. And he's going to flatten here. And almost gets a strip. So yeah, it's really his ability to win in a variety of different ways against a variety of different offensive linemen that I think is going to make him a very successful pro player if he decides to come out this year. And ultimately why I think he's pro ready as is. And again, right, just the simple things like getting the hand up here. He realizes he's getting chipped, probably not going to be able to get pressure on a quick route. Ellinger already throwing. Alright, get your hand up to try and get in the passing lane. Love it. Effective play any way that you possibly can. And this works, right? It's not always about just getting, and I talk about this all the time with the Lions, right? It's not about just getting the quick, hurry pressure. He's doing a really nice job here of playing containing on Ellinger, making sure he has outside leverage here on Cosme, and that he has the ability to, okay, Ellinger's not going to be able to run around him. He has that leverage, he's going to be able to chase down. And he's, wow, and at the same point, at the same time, he's still pushing pocket. There's no room for Ellinger to step into this throw because he's doing a really nice job with this bull rush here. Also, really nice hand positioning too. That was one of his bigger issues on 18 tape, was his hand placement, hand usage. He's doing a really nice job of keeping that inside the shoulder pad, not getting up into the face mask, which is really nice. Forces Ellinger, he can't step into that throw, underthrows the pass. And that was on 3rd down, I think, too. Yeah, 3rd and 7. So he helped, in a key way, force the 3 out there for Texas. Ooh, nice jump. And again, just a simple side swipe here, right? It doesn't always have to be that spin move, that swim move, that rip move, the club, anything drastically awesome. He has those tools, which is what separates him. But he can do the simple stuff like the bend and just to get past, right? And it's his ability to recognize the situations and react to those situations on the field that makes him so special to me and why I'm such a big fan of him. Boom. And at the same time, he's still doing all the athletic stuff, right? It's not just about the technical aspect with Chaisson. He also has the ability to just boom, look at the get off, explosion. Ability to cover so much ground, he's already 5 yards deep. Boom, the active motor. Ability to fight through the whistle. It's the combination of the physical technical traits, the physical athleticism, and the mental traits that's so impressive about his game. Boom. Nice job keeping even leverage here. Ability to get win that inside shed move and help attempt to make the tackle in the run play. Love to see that kind of edge swinging defense, especially from the Joker. He's not a true 4-3 end, or I should say 4 front end. He's more of a 3 front Joker, and he still has that kind of ability to basically hold the edge, seal the edge, which is really nice. Boom, look at the first step. Okay, he jumped. Bam! Look at how much ground he covers. It reminds me of Cleveland Farrell last year. One of the things he did really well was get off the ball super quick, and K'Lavon is doing almost, if not just as impressively with that aspect of his game. Boom, gets himself into position, active. Would like to see him a little bit more chain move. From that standpoint, I would like to see him go to a second and third move a little bit more frequently. So that's probably something you're going to want to see him improve a little bit on, because he's trying to swim and it's not working. He's not able to go over the top. But now he can line up wide. So for like a Jim Schwartz scheme in Philadelphia, if the Eagles were to somehow land him, he does have the ability to play wide 9, hand in dirt. The versatility is nice too, and we will see him cover. We haven't seen him in coverage just yet, but he has the ability to drop back in coverage also. So the versatility is really there from that standpoint also. Nice inside stump. And again, this speaks to his quickness, right? So it's not all about just that bam first step explosion that you're going to get right off the jump snap. He also has this quickness laterally too. Almost like you expect to see from an actual linebacker, like an off-ball, like a Devin Bush type or a Devin White type. Boom, right? He sells this outside rush, bam, just steps across over the middle, and unfortunately trips. But still, the pressure generates a hurried throw between him and, I want to say Grandel, but I couldn't see the number entirely. But same exact play. Same exact play. And this time it's K'Lavon that gets free. Boom, right? Sells this outside rush right over the top, and then boom, the explosion through the hole, and you see the ability with which he's able to cover that ground so quickly. So quick. Boom, just that initial burst in the acceleration leads to the sack. Absolutely incredibly athletic. And again, the technical aspect, the ability to use different moves, the ability to come in inside, outside, around the edge, bend, swim, rip, club, any kind of move you need him to use, he has it in his tool shed already. And the ability to win inside, outside, it's so fun to watch. And it's not just, I keep saying this because I really want to emphasize this point. There are a lot of guys that come in, like a Cleveland Farrell last year, right? And he won so often with this technique at Clemson. And a lot of people viewed that as a concern. I thought he would be a little bit better than he was initially because of that. But that's one of the reasons he struggled, is he didn't necessarily have the athletic aspect of his game that some of the other elite edge rushers like Josh Allen or Joey Bosa have. And with K'Lavon, yes, you're getting the technical aspect and you're getting the moveset, you're getting all these types of things. And at the same time, you're still getting someone who's uber athletic. Like, this guy's probably going to have 9s and RASs. Because he's so laterally quick, he's so explosive with his first step, and he's able to cover so much ground quickly. That I think he's going to test really well, and he shows that athleticism on tape too. Boom, and again, you see how quick he is with this get off. It's his reactionary quickness, his mental processing, and all that. His mental traits are already there too, and that's what really completes this package, right? Because you can be extremely technical, like a Cleveland Farrell. You can be extremely athletic. There's been guys with high 9 RESs at edge that don't succeed because they're simply bend guys. And I think Harold Landry has found a little bit of success in Tennessee. I haven't been keeping up with him too much, but like he is kind of one of those guys where I thought he needed a little bit more work on the technical side. And then, in addition to that, you have the guys who have all the mental traits that are experienced, they've come in, maybe they're 3 or 4 year starters. And I feel like for a third year guy, especially I don't even want to call him a 2 year starter because he didn't really play all last year. Uh, so I'll just even go out on a limb and say 1 year starter. He's so mentally disciplined already. He has such a great feel for different body positions and reactions, and he has it's so much fun to watch his ability to win in every single facet of the game. I love how he holds outside here, right? He trusts this guy to win this outside matchup. Boom. He's doing a really nice job here making sure that he can't cut this around the edge. That's great edge discipline. That was just a nice cut inside by the running back, too. Same thing, great discipline reading the eyes and able to get in and chase down. Top of the screen, inside run. Same thing, inside run. But he has the ability to get back inside, and if they take that gap, he has the ability to counter that and reposition himself and the ability to cover there. Nice little stutter, and this is another thing that we, I just another move, right? He tries to sell this inside fake, and bam, just goes right around the edge. And then at the very end, it was a little late, so we didn't really get to see it entirely here. But at the very end, he sees the right tackle coming back across. Bam, he tries to cut inside with the counter. So he has that kind of aspect and element to his game also. Great gap discipline for the run. Boom, does a really nice job here. If this is a run outside or in that gap, he has the ability to win either direction here. Okay, and we get to see our first zone rep. Oh, love that, right? Just very quick, active hands. Boom, doesn't let the offensive lineman get hands on him. Bam, and then that late counter. Love it. He fights through the entire course of the play. Oh, God, make that, Grant. Bottom here. Nice. That was actually a pretty nice anchor by the right tackle to prevent K'Lavon from pushing them any further up. Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, he just bullied that tight end. Nice natural strength. Boom, just the initial first punch. Okay, one thing that he does need to work on a little bit here is don't want to see him turn that back. Would like to see him take this play a little bit more head on. Something to work with. Again, with that inside stunt move, they picked it up that time. At least better. Chip block. That was a cut. Actually. Oh, that actually brings up another interesting point. So, another cool thing about K'Lavon is he was voted the number 18. Well, not voted, assigned. Number 18 this year by Ed Orgeron. And that's a number for those unfamiliar, like I initially was, that actually has a deep LSU tradition of like leadership and culture, on and off the field character, and all that kind of stuff. So kind of like I think it was 7 for Grant Delpit. K'Lavon Chaisson 18 is kind of the same way. So it's another one of those leadership character, all that kind of stuff, type of numbers. So oh, now this is really cool. So again, another nice mental awareness and vision play here. He sees this, he's pass rushing around the edge. Bam, he disengages really, really quick here when he sees Ellinger escape. And you see the motor here, right? And then bam, because he's so athletic, and then the hit. Oh, just an excellent three-phase play. You see him with that nice quick start to the pass rush. You see him with that great reaction and processing to recognize this is a scramble drill. And then bam, you see him with that close and then the finish with the hit. Excellent three-phase play there. Start, middle, and end. Top of the screen. Oh, okay, so he just ate the block there. That's fine. At some point you have to trust your interior guy to make the play. Nice. I like how he sells the splits, then drops. Boom. Attacks. Kind of distract a little bit here, and it helps. Oh, and look at that. Because of that, right? The right tackle here, he leaves this defensive tackle exposed. So this defensive tackle now has outside leverage on this interior offensive lineman, the right guard, and he's able to prevent Ellinger's escapability there. So that's a perfect example of opening up that teammate there, right? Because you see, well, even the right guard is looking at K'Lavon here, let alone the right tackle, and the right tackle gets caught, isn't able to double team, isn't able to recover, and forces a missed throw. Love to see that. It's actually pretty decent defensive play. Nice discipline there on the force. Nice bull rush. You get to see a little bit of that natural strength pop again. Does a great job of collapsing pocket. He's also doing a much better job this year of keeping offensive linemen off of him. Boom! Look at that again with the shed. Love to see it. Boom! Positions himself nicely here. Inside or out if he decides to take this lane. Next field, if he decides to try and cut this out, this happens. Bam. Excellent. Oh, that first step. Watch how quick he gets off here. Boom. Ball isn't even in his hands. He's already jumped. Boom. Covering distance. Nice over the top. And then realize the screen gets his hands up. Beautiful. And again, look at the burst. Right? Look at how explosive he is off the snap. Boom. Perfect jump timing. He timed that jump count perfect. Because of that, the chip fails. Easy pressured throw. Somehow made the catch. Nice drop. Ooh, nice. Good processing there. Great schematic pass rush in the whole entire line. And in this particular look, he's at 3 front end. Right, so he's not just limited to being an outside backer either. And look at what he's able to do still. He's essentially lined up as a 7. And he's just, oh man, so athletic. And again, great hand placement on this bull rush. Getting on the shoulder pad, collapse the pocket, and then fight through to force a scramble drill. Love, love, love that. Boom, look at the dip. Oh, and that's an epic hold. That is the most obvious hold I've probably seen in a long time. Well, look at how he's able to just dip here, right? Sticks himself up and then bam, just rips underneath. And nice and easy sack if he's not completely just thrown to the ground. I wonder how he got hurt. Oh, he got hit from the double team. Oh, just I did that. Nice drop again. Great fluidity. Got a little high there, but fortunately they didn't call it. I don't think he got face mask either, so that's probably a good call. Same spot. Kind of broke a play from the beginning. But I like the motor. I like its ability to chase that down. And looks like it probably re-aggravated the angle. So there's your first game. Oh, yeah, I have to do this again. Of K'Lavon. So we got one more here already versus so it's a little bit shorter. Still pretty nice though, 10 minutes. Good 27 minutes of tape for 2 games. Nice. And another pretty solid offensive tackle prospect, right? Last game we got to see him against Cosme at points. It was a pretty decent offensive tackle prospect. Probably a day 2 guy from what I've seen and heard so far. And then another guy who's probably going to end up going maybe on day 2, maybe I've seen even day 1, and Prince Tega at left tackle in this game. So he's played a lot of really, really quality offensive line talent throughout the course of this entire season, and that doesn't even include like the Florida game, the Alabama game that we're going to get to see this coming week. So all kinds of quality tape and NFL level competition that we're seeing from him, or at least NFL prospect capable competition. Oh, okay. I'll swing a little bit. Nice quick move. Good discipline. Great discipline. Excellent. Love how he reads this play, stays disciplined here, doesn't over pursue out. Reads this really, really quick as well. Reads the handoff quickly. And is able to get in for the tackle because of it. Excellent. And nice wrap too. Oh, nice stunt. Great field vision and awareness here again. Right? He sees, well, also well designed, so props to Aranda for that. But he notices this guy coming across, taking out the double team here, freeing himself up for the open interior pass rush. Really nice design and really well executed. From that standpoint, at least. Again, great discipline, reading the keeper. Really physical. Nice shoving his hand up as well. Maybe on the edge. Nice discipline accounting for Bo Nix. Again, really nice discipline. And one thing I like that this play points out is I love how he's aware of this running back, right? So he does a really nice job here of staying disciplined in his pass rush, but also being aware of the running back behind him. So he positions himself in this lane to disrupt that passing lane if Nix were to try and attempt that pass out in the flat. That's really, really good discipline discipline period, but also field awareness, processing, and just knowing where you are on the field relative. Boom, and there's that inside spin working, right? We got to see the glimpses of it and the quickness and the flashes of it versus the Texas game, but there it actually works effectively as it's supposed to because there's enough of a gap there of separation between him and the guard. Watch, and I'll actually slow this one down too, so you guys can kind of get a feel for what I'm talking about. Boom! Just sets you up so nicely, moves him right out of the way, and it frees him right up for a free rush to the quarterback. And bonus points, got his hands up to disrupt the passing lane. Absolutely love to see that. Dropping cover. She can man cover, right? Haven't really talked about that a lot yet, his ability to cover, but he's definitely has the athleticism and the technical traits as well to be able to drop back in coverage in man or in zone, which is just an added benefit from the Joker spot. I think he got back. Oh, that was a great call by Bo Nix there. Oh, that was excellent field vision, right? Watch this. He reads this, reads this, reads this play, and he gets QB keep. Bam, takes out Nix. Excellent, excellent field vision. Same thing, he'd be like 3 guys on that play. Nice interior leverage win there. Nice discipline to account for the keeper. Ooh. And again, we get to see a little bit of the motor there. Love his physicality. Nice drop again, and you get to see the fluidity, right? The quickness in his lateral movement shows up really, really well in coverage too. We talked about that with his stunt a couple times, but you also get to see that in his drops, right? Nice, quick, fluid feet, nice, quick hip. For linebacker standards, he has really, really nice coverage ability. And he's not even really a true linebacker either. He's more of an edge player. Oh, that's great. Again, right? We talk about these mental traits and how quick he is processing these plays and recognizing these plays. He does a great job here again, right? Reads this handoff. Boom. Right after Bo Nix forces a bad throw. Incredible. And the best part about this is he's so consistent, right? He's not just doing these things 1 play, 2 plays here and there. He's doing this several times a game against great competition. Auburn is a top 10 team. Texas at the time was a top 10 team. Alabama is the number 2 team in the country behind only LSU right now. We'll get to see him against them next week. Florida, a top 10 team until they lost to Georgia today, as I record this. Like, all these really, really good teams, right? It's not like he's going against scrub FCS schools. Boom, nice inside wing. And he has the ability to, so many different ways. He can win inside, outside, A-gap with a stunt, over around the edge with bend. So many different ways to win a rep. Boom, and he just cuts outside in and makes an easy tackle for loss. Easy tackle for loss for him. It's so impressive, the consistency and the versatility he has. Boom, and the nice play just wins right around the edge. Oh, so impressive. Nice gap discipline there. Oops, yeah, I need to pause that. Boom, and the quickness and the explosiveness there with the burst. Did lose the gap though. That happens every once in a while. Not the end of the world if it happens once or twice a game, I guess, but especially in a situation where you read pass rush first. Nice tackle again. One of the things we actually haven't talked a lot about with him yet is tackling fundamentals, but we haven't seen him miss any tackles or anything like that. And honestly, I actually like how he flows over here. He just misses the, I want to say that's a fullback or tight end coming across on the drag. And even still, he actually does a pretty good job of preventing this from scoring. And at this point in the play, he's flowing across, flowing across. That's a really nice sharp play by Auburn to flow that back. And he does a really nice job, and you see the quick hip flip there. Ability to react to that still as quick as he did, and prevent this. That's probably 95% of other college teams, that's a touchdown. And he makes a nice, sound, disciplined tackle at the same time. That I actually consider that a pretty good rep from him, all things considered. And there's the one area of his game in run support I would like to see him work on a little bit, and this fix I think he'll be able to make real quickly, right? Just get him to play a little bit more head-on consistently. We have seen him do that a bit, right? But he decides to kind of take this blow a little bit too initially. And that's fine because he has the outside leverage, right? But actually, that's a really nice play by the interior defender to kind of make up for that. But one thing I would like to see him be a little bit more from a perfectionist standpoint. Just that extra point or two difference. Boom. Oh, fixing on the tackle. Nice swing around the edge. That's really good motor and pursuit from Grant. Unfortunately, not able to catch up, but I think that says more about the running back than it does Delpit. Delpit's probably a 4-4 guy. They're giving him force responsibility quite a bit. I'd like to see them play him a little bit more on the edge. And that'll help prevent the back turning thing too, because I think he feels comfortable with that as the force player. Knowing that he has boundary leverage, so he's trying to prevent the outside stretch. If he actually works on holding edge a little bit more consistently, and that's his assignment, I think that'll help fix that problem. Nice coverage job, great eyes in the back of his head, which is another good mental zone trait discipline. Nice shed, you get to see a little bit of that rip. Boom, right here. Boom, just run underneath the block. Hand in dirt here. Nice job of taking that head on. So it's not like he can't do it, right? Just because on that particular play his responsibility was on the edge, that he had a little bit more flexibility to go attack that play head on. Nice coverage job again. Good quick read. Nice active quick hands. Same thing, right? Had to kind of be responsible for that outside zone run here. So he's more responsible for number 5. and he ends up on 99, and yeah, it kind of ends up out of position. I do like his counters, though. He's actively motoring through the play and actively shedding the block, which is really, really nice to see that kind of motor throughout the entire course of the play. Nice deflection. Oh, and again, you get to see that bursting get off, right? Boom, he times that so well. And because of that, he catches the tackle off guard. Fortunately, that was a screen. And if that were anything not a screen pass, that's probably at least a hurried throw. Nice gap discipline. Again, great job getting his hands up to disrupt the screen lane. And then a little bit of motor in pursuit, too. Tries to double team. Great discipline. And then you get to see him backside pursue and coverage. Great play. Oh, and again the burst. Oh, man. Nice coverage by Stingley. Nice. Again, just great discipline. Great motor in pursuit. And even though that was on the opposite side of the play, right? He starts out on the right tackle. Right edge, I should say. Comes back across the left B gap. Excellent. Boom! Look at that counter. Oh, I love this. Watch how he beats Prince Tega here. Again, first round caliber player, according to some people at this point. Boom, right? Just attacks, gets deep in the pocket, bam, just swims right over the top of the counter. Boom, and Bonix is forced to ground it. Oh, man. Love to see that kind of second move there. Nice patience. Nice job. Good eyes in the back of his head. Able to play a little bit more of a spy contain role because of that. Same thing. Nice flat coverage. Does a great job of trying to bait here too, right? Not something that linebackers traditionally do. Is try and give up this much space, but he also knows that if he overbites here, that running back is able to just cut past him. So he's able to stay a little bit disciplined in his zone, right? And not allow him to get overly aggressed. And because of that, Bo Nix, he's staring at him too. He sees this play. And because Chaisson plays that so conservatively, he actually stepped out of bounds there, I think. And took the sack. Or did he not? I don't remember. I thought he took the sack there. But regardless. Oh, and then, yeah, look at that, right? All these pass reps to get to see great pass rush, great coverage, all this stuff, yada yada, blah blah blah. Then he just does this on first down. Easy tackle, right at the line of scrimmage from game. He does it all. He covers, he pass rushes, run defends, all of it. Full four-phase player. Man, zone, run defense, pass rush. Four-phase complete player. Versatility to a T. If this guy ends up in New England, he's a guaranteed Hall of Famer. If he ends up in the Patriots. Obviously, I don't think he falls that far, but... Oh my god, the quick win. It is a running back, so not totally unexpected. But just love how he gets over the top, and then gets his hand in the passing lane. Goodness. Boom, look at the inside out. Oh, yes. Watch how he attacks Tega here, right? Attacks with this inside move here, and then bam, just goes around the edge. It was actually a really nice play by Tiger to force him a little bit too wide around the edge. Nice drop. Good vision. Great read. Good discipline. Forces the inside handoff. He has such a great feel for pass run, too. Oh, look at that inside leverage, right? So all this time we talked about, oh, he can win around the edge, he can get outside, he can counter back in. He can also win inside straight off the line of scrimmage. Watch how he just attacks Tega's inside shoulder here. Bam! Right off the snap point, gets inside, forces a free throw. That almost ended up intercepted because of it. Same thing, he attracts a double team. Nice quick throw from Bo Nix, though. So there you guys go. That's just some of what I've loved about K'Lavon. I've gotten to show off most of it, and a lot of the things I love about him. It's basically just the same stuff against every single team he's played this year. You get to see against Florida. For those of you guys watching the big game in Tuscaloosa next week, I believe it's in Tuscaloosa this year. I'd have to double check on that. But against Alabama is the main point. You'll get to see more of that against also first to second round talent offensive linemen on both sides, right and left tackle there. This coming week, he is just such a blast to watch and so much fun, man. Every single week, I love being able to turn on the LSU game and be like, hey, man, I get to see K'Lavon Chaisson this week. I get to see Grant Delpit this week. I get to see Rashard Lawrence this week. There is so much talent on this LSU defense, and he is one of the main reasons why they're having so much success and are the #1 team in the country. Uh, is what he's able to do for the entire defense. And for as much love as Devin White got for that last year, and how he was able to free guys up and attack and be that kind of guy, um, I think K'Lavon is even more so that this season. So, as you guys can see, I've already imported my grades from live tape. So I'm just going to go over, maybe make a correction or two here, and what I'd like to see. So first thing here is gap integrity. I'll actually show you guys the whole thing here, and just go over them one by one. Gap integrity is a 9. Again, that partially comes with that back turning thing that I talked about a little bit. Want to see him get that corrected. Probably comes with playing edge a little bit more than force, so that is something I do expect him to be able to clean up, which is why I gave him a 9 in that category. And when he does play head on, he has the ability to win both gaps. He can 2-gap from the Joker spike and win the C and the D, so I really, really like that aspect of his game as well. Shining hand usage was something that I really noticed a little bit more so in his past. He started to clean that up a little bit more this year. He's doing a really nice job of flashing the quick hands this year more so. And the hand placement got a lot better. The shutting is still getting a lot better over the course of the season. It's definitely an area of his game that he is improving. So that's something I really like to see. But yeah, just really about, and in that particular instance, it's more about finding that second attack, right? So I gave him a 10 pass rush moves because he has all of his moves. He knows how to use all his moves. He can win with the variety of moves. So this I just wanted a little bit of a knock uh, for basically not chaining, I guess, is going to be the way to use that. I'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive with that third move, that fourth move, and he does a great job of fighting through the play, which again you'll see with the motor. Uh, I think I'm kind of getting my point across. I'm pointing this out with Cosme, right? Like on a couple of those reps, Cosme anchored really well and was able to kind of hold down that bull. He doesn't really do a great job of winning after that point. So I guess I'm kind of making that point. Anger was one thing that we didn't really get to see a ton of, which is why I only gave him an 8 there, because it's not really a concern, but it's something that's like, okay, yeah, we've seen him anchor and everything, but I honestly probably could give him a 9 there if I really wanted to. But I mean, compared to like an Epinesa and a Young, where they're like really anchored down in hand and dirt spot, I don't think he really has that kind of ability in terms of core. Not really a huge knock on him. I guess it's just something that we haven't really seen him do at an elite level yet. And I think that that kind of speaks more so to how I feel about the rest of his game. They give him so many tens. Uh, that's an 8. Yeah. Awareness play rack, I already talked about this so many times throughout the course of the video. You guys already saw all the plays where he was so aware and uh, his play recognition, his play vision, his discipline, all that kind of stuff. Just really, really, really nice job there. Already gone on several rants about his pass rushing moves, the spin, rip, club, dip, bend, inside out, stutter, stun, all that kind of stuff. He has the ability to win literally every single way in the book, and does it consistently well. Tackling, didn't really get to see a ton of tackling, which is why I only gave him a 9. But the ones that we did get to see were pretty sound. Nice job of not going too high. Nice job of not missing tackles. All that kind of stuff. Good form tackle. Good wrapping roll. All that kind of thing. So that could probably be a 10 too. I might end up adjusting that as we get more and more film of him, to be honest. You might end up above 95 for me by the end of this, when it's all said and done. Athleticism, I already talked a lot about. We got to see that great first step, great explosiveness, great agility in space, has bend, ability to win with bend, all that good stuff. No real complaints at all there. Motor, again, got to talk about that several times throughout the course of the play. Love, love, love to see his ability to chase down plays, affect plays on the other side of the line, went inside out, play through the whistle, all that fun stuff. Ability to drop and cover. This is like one of those areas that kind of separates him, and that comes with, in part with being a Joker too. Whereas Epinesa's 280, so he's not really going to be asked to do that, which is why I gave him a 9 for interior pass rush. He's going to be more of a 10 in terms of he can man cover, he can zone cover, uh, and he also has the ability in terms of playing both sides of the line. We saw him line up on left tackle and on right tackle. Plus, we got to see him win inside with the stunts, and we got to see him win inside leverage on a couple of pass reps as well. The final category is the one big outline knock on him, and I only gave him a 9 because the character and leadership makes up for it. Again, as I talked about the number 18 being a character leader type thing, I did have to mark him down for the injury history, and that's going to be what causes him to fall. He missed almost all of 2018 with an injury. He's already missed a couple games in 2019 due to an ankle injury. So, injury history is the big, big, big negative with him out of everything, right? I mean, I gave him an 8 for anchor. That's something that could probably be closer to defensive tack. I mean, like compared to like even a defensive tackle. Block stringing, just turning his side, all that kind of stuff. Pretty easy fixes if he even needs to work on them. More so just about translating those skills to the next level. Injury history is the one area that is going to constantly nag him, I think, and keep him from being that Hall of Fame type of talent over the course of his career if he isn't able to reach that point. So, but yeah, overall, you guys see, I have him higher than Chaisson and Vanessa. That's how much I think of his game. He is incredibly talented, both athletically, technically, and mentally. He has all three phases of his game completely, completely sound and pro ready. So I really do think that if he's able to limit that injury history, he will be an incredible pro player from as early as day one. 3-snap guy, he's able to defend the run in the pass. Just does it all so well. And that's what makes him such a fun watch. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one with me as just as much as I did. This was a great watch for me. I've been such a huge fan of his all season long. Uh, I would absolutely love to see him in Detroit next year. Oh my god, that would be so, so amazing. He's one of my stands. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Learned a thing or two as well. I actually got to go over a lot of the technical aspects and mental aspects of the things I'm looking for on tape because he does everything that I'm looking for so well. This is teaching film for me. I was able to hopefully teach you guys a lot of what I was able to look for from all these other guys that I'm looking for over the last year and over the course of this year and beyond, using his film as prime example of that. So hopefully you guys learned quite a bit from this one too. But yeah, for now, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. We're going over all different kinds of players this year, not just edges. I've done a lot of receiver tape. Uh, but yeah, like and subscribe for more content like this. Hopefully we'll get to see you guys again soon. But for now, have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out.